kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Now, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. He wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Spillman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Spillman. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to scramble. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. So Florida State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's the 1st down. And the Noles moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Picked off to stop the threat. And And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up the 5. The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lost to fire on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught near the sticks. It's Spillman. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Catch in the middle. It's Rasmussen. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown Seminoles! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Hauls it in.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. That's reeled in. It's Spillman. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes. Into the red zone, they'll mark it at the 18. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Fitted in the window for the score. Well, that was a nice little pitchy catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Slings it downfield. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
With the catch, it's Spillman. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go back to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, And this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The big fullback's got it. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on the short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Spillman. And he's dragged down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. The snap sets up the throw. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Spillman. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Spillman. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacs.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. RPO complete to open the drive. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his back in the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Leon. Good picked up here as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. He's loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Noles!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Spillman. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Spillman. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Trying play action. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He turns that loose down the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Bring in the heat. Big fella moving. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
The Demon Deacons will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
He's open on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Webb. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. He'll keep it himself. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Hobbs it downfield. Makes a connection. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. On the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Foster. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Demon Deacons in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw again. Now adjusting. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to throw. Got it. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Spillman. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And here they come almost all the way back.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option to give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Got it in the middle. It's Leon. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Caught over the middle. It's Rasmussen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll start this drive going to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the option. The pitch. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down 1 possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Spillman. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Evanson. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if you can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his tight end. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Fires to the right. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Got him downfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Gets the back moving. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown Seminoles. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Foster.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Under fire. Ball is out behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle, and Spillman. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Turbin. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the run, still looking. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. He makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you wanted.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wake.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there, they didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Sometimes it's just not your day.